If they really believed I was the father and that I had run away from my responsibilities, wouldn't they have tried to track me down legally? I also remembered something else about Sarah. She had been very close to her older sister, Carmen. Carmen was about 4 years older than Sarah and had been away at a 4-year university when Sarah and I were dating. If anyone might know the truth about what happened, it would be Carmen. Finding Carmen wasn't easy. She had gotten married and changed her name. It took me almost a week of searching through social media and public records to track her down. She was living about 3 hours away and working as an accountant. I sent Carmen a message explaining who I was and asking if she would be willing to talk to me about Sarah. I told her that Emma had contacted me and that there seemed to be some confusion about the circumstances around my relationship with her sister. Carmen's response came 2 days later. She said she remembered me and that she would be willing to meet, but she didn't understand what I meant about confusion. According to her, Sarah had told the family that I had left when I found out about the baby. We arranged to meet at a restaurant halfway between our cities. Carmen looked a lot like Sarah too, but older and more serious. She had brought a notebook with her and had written down questions to ask me. Carmen told me that Sarah had called her crying in late 2003, saying that her boyfriend had dumped her when she told him she was pregnant. Sarah had said I told her I wasn't ready for kids and that she should figure out what to do on her own. According to Carmen, Sarah had been devastated and had dropped out of school to move back in with her parents. I explained to Carmen that Sarah had never told me she was pregnant and that she had actually stopped talking to me without explanation. I showed Carmen the same phone records I had tried to show Emma, proving that I had tried to contact Sarah for weeks after she disappeared. Carmen studied the phone records carefully. She asked me detailed questions about the end of our relationship. I told her about the last time I had seen Sarah, how we had made plans for the weekend, and how she had then refused to take my calls. Carmen's expression changed as we talked. She said the timeline didn't make sense. According to the family's version of events, Sarah had told me about the pregnancy and I had immediately broken up with her. But the phone record showed I had continued trying to reach her for weeks after our last conversation. Carmen admitted that she had been away at college during most of this period and had only heard the story secondhand from their parents. She said she had never questioned it because Sarah had been so upset and because their parents had been so angry at me. When our meeting ended, Carmen said she needed to think about everything I had told her. She promised to call me within a few days. 3 days later, my phone rang at 11 at night. It was Carmen, and she was crying.